Hi Andy! I'm coming to you today as a little bit of a hot mess, and here's why. So this past weekend I was in Grand Rapids actually at a robotics meet, and I was coaching the robotics meet. Well, I say coaching, really I was more of a chaperone and cheer squad kind of person, and it was amazing. Seriously, First Robotics has such an amazing program. I'm so happy to be a part of it every time I participate in any one of their events. It's so great, Andy. I love it. So I have a few stories from the weekend to share with you. And a cool souvenir. Check this out. It's a pin, kind of like our old tech pins, but now I have 3 of them for robotics. So I've got this one that says coach or mentor on it. This one is from the middle school meet, First Relic Recovery. And then this one is from the high school meet, First Power Up. Isn't that cool? It was like 80s video game theme this year. And man, Andy, these competitions are like so hype. Like seriously, you've got people going nuts, like screaming and cheering and chanting and waving signs around and flags and banners and costumes, and like my kids all wore neon green t-shirts with pink suspenders and bow ties, and that was the thing. And like I wore my tie-dye cloak around for the weekend, and it was like, you know, all perfectly well and normal. And it was actually really, really fun. And we had a cheer that went, "We are wolves, we are strong, wolf pack strong, wolf pack strong, arr!" And then we would howl like wolves because we are the wolf pack, and that's like our thing. And Andy, seriously, so much fun. Like the kids were going nuts, I was going nuts. They were playing like Cotton Eye Joe, they were playing like the Cupid Shuffle, they were doing the Macarena, and this awesome new line dance that I learned called the Turbo Hustle. Like seriously, it's amazing. I feel like our high school selves would have really, really gotten into the Turbo Hustle. It's amazing. It's like, you know, well, actually, I better show you a piece. All right, ready? So it goes right, 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 left, 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 right, left, kick, kick, knee, bend down and roll. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, right, left, kick, kick. I don't know if you got any of that. I will link to the Turbo Hustle below. And like the dancing and the hype was just half the competition. Like the competition itself with the robots like on the field was amazing. Okay, Andy, I think that my high school self would have really loved robotics if you would have been able to convince me to be in it. I wish that Unity had a team. It was amazing. Like, the robots were amazing, the safety team was amazing. Like, they have whole teams dedicated to just safety. So within your team, there's like the drive team, there's the technician team, there's the mechanical team, there's the safety team, and there's the scouting team. And all of those people together come together to make one robotics team. And it was absolutely amazing. And I come from a really tiny school, so the 11 kids that we took along on our team was absolutely puny compared to the Holland Christian team, which must have taken 70 kids. It was amazing. So anyway, I was the chaperone for the weekend, and the kids were just having a ball. I was having a ball. It was so much fun. And I really wish there was another one coming because I really feel like I connected with a lot of the high school students, which I haven't had a chance to do before. It was a lot of fun. On another sort of related note, I also learned this weekend why opposable thumbs are so important. Because the day that we left for the robotics competition, I smashed my thumb in a car door. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's looking better than it was. It was like twice the size of a normal thumb on Thursday. And like, ouch. I couldn't do anything. Like, I was supposed to be, like, carrying things and cheering and waving banners. I couldn't even grasp anything. Remember in 9th grade when Mr. Bosma taped our thumbs to our hands and we had to try to do things like writing and moving things around? Yeah, it felt like that. Now I realize why that lesson was so important. But overall, it was a really amazing weekend, and I'm kind of sad that I don't get to do it again. I really am looking forward to next year, and I think next year I'm going to be able to pull off all of the hype that we had for the high schoolers with all of the middle schoolers as well, and get them super pumped for the First Tech Challenge, which is the middle school thing. The high school one is the First Robotics Championship, or the First Robotics Challenge, something like that. It's 2 different things, but my middle schoolers could be tutored and mentored by the high schoolers, and then my 8th graders can go along on the high school trip as like student volunteers and learn a lot about robotics and get them pumped for when it's their turn to go. So I'm really, really glad that I had this opportunity. And the joy of robotics weekend spilled over into my school day as well, because my 3 8th graders who went on the trip had a blast sharing the chant that we made up and the cheers, and also doing the Turbo Hustle and the Cupid Shuffle and the Cotton Eye Joe with all of the other kids in my class. And I don't know what it is about robotics, Andy, but the cheer and the warmth that came from that competition has just spilled over into the rest of my life for now, and it's like, man, are all sports like this? Because if that is the way that it is, then I really missed out in high school, and I regret that. I've just been having a really great time with this, and I'm really excited for next year when I get to do it again. I think that's all I have for you today, Andy. I love you. Bye.